the sugar. It has 1.3 grams of sugar. One of our products, we do know, without making a claim here, that it's been recommended for people with diabetes. And if it has that 1.3 grams of sugar, how is that possible? Like, how? Because most people say for a diabetic, sugar's the last thing you want to put in a product for health. Can you explain that a little bit?
Absolutely. I've always had a problem with Americans taking in way too much sugar. The processed sugars can wreak havoc on the body, elevating the triglyceride levels and overtaxing the pancreas, causing it to produce an abundance of insulin. And if you're not highly nourished and you're not balancing your food intake properly and your vitamin mineral intake and all that kind of thing, then your body will start getting tired of having to create those molecules, to create that infusion of insulin to take the sugar out of the bloodstream back into your cells for energy production. So the body gets overwhelmed, the pancreas gets overtaxed. So yes, I'm totally against too much sugar, but your body converts the carbohydrates that you take in. Like if you take in healthy carbohydrates like whole foods, beans, whole grains, root vegetables, all those long chains of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms, those are very complex sugars. So when you take in those sugars, the body will break those down to their minute components, which is basically way down to the blood glucose levels. That's a fundamental sugar molecule that's found in our blood, and it's required to fuel our muscles and fuel our trillions of cellular actions. They require energy as well, and it's fueled by the glucose molecule. And also our brain functions on the glucose molecule. So when your body is taking in all those carbohydrates, you really do have to be conscious of any other refined sugars that you're taking in. But what's wonderful about our drops, and this is something that I've seen in diabetics as well, when they have taken the drops, their blood sugar levels are normalized and maintained very beautifully. And just from taking one drop, I had one person who could only afford to take one drop a day to buy that one product every month. So that also had a positive impact on his blood sugar levels, and he's type 2 diabetes. So the botanicals contain so many sugar balancing attributes. The phytonutrients in these botanicals act to, and I found this out in all the research I've done, and I compiled them into the monographs that are in the book. So each botanical has its own monograph, or each formulation, and then each botanical has its own description and scientific references to back up everything that I assert in the book. So you'll find that the botanicals do have so many wonderful nutrients and other nutrient factors like the phytochemicals, the plant fluids in plants, and all of those molecular structures that act to counter the effects of too much sugar in the blood. So they will actually help the organs function better, particularly the pancreas and the liver, and reduce the load off the blood sugar. And so the body is a tremendous biochemical ecosystem. And our DNA instructions in our genetic code of instructions in the DNA double helix knows what to do if all of the right nutrient factors are present every single day.
Wow, that's excellent.